YouTube, how are you? And hello Fibra community. This is only the second time I've gone live, so live on YouTube, that is. So a little excited and a little nervous, so just bear with me and my nerves. I'm coming to you today from my phone. I hope I have good signal. I just want to share with you all the exciting things that I've been doing in the past couple of months. Well, they're exciting for me, especially for a person that has been living with fibromyalgia for 20 plus years. So it's exciting for me to share with you everything that I've learned in the past couple of months, everything that I've been doing, and I'm just so super excited to share that with you. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to see comments on my phone, and like I said, this is the second time I've gone live on YouTube, so I'm still learning. There's Monica Miller. Hello, how are you? Hello. So excited to be here, Monica. I hope you're doing well. And if I don't see a comment come through, please know that I'm still adjusting to everything. So let me know you're here. Shout out, hi, Joy. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Yay, people are here. I was so nervous. I was like, oh, are people gonna come? Are people gonna people gonna show up? What's gonna happen? So I'm glad you're here. Thanks. Hi, Gen X7. Oh, have you? Yay. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. I have been doing a lot in the past couple of months, and I know I've been kind of, MIA, and I've had some people ask me like, where have you been? Are you okay? And I want you to know I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that. That strangers that I've never met check on me. And I can't tell you how important that is to me. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So I thought today, I just had this thought bubble, go live on YouTube, talk about where you've been, what you've been doing, your ups, your downs, where you've tweaked, where you've adjusted things, what's still working, what's not working. For me, that is. And anything that I talk about medically here, or any supplements I talk about, or anything that I'm doing in my regimen, I want you to know that it's my regimen. And I strongly encourage you to find a doctor that's willing to listen to you and the plan that you want to take in your fight against this illness, on your war against this illness. So if your current doctor's not listening, fire him, move on, him, her, fire them, move on. Find someone who is wanting to listen and help you in your journey. Now, you're gonna have to, please excuse me, because I've made notes, because my brain fog's been a little iffy the past several months, and I'll try to remember to tell you why. And you'll understand why I'm saying that, of course. So, what have I been up to? Well, let's see. I decided to go to England kind of on a whim right around January. And when it came to August, I knew that my trip was coming up in a month. I had been really focusing on, from February to August, YouTube channel, my support group on Facebook, and just been, thinking about writing a book and looking into all that. And so I was really busy. I had a lot of balls in the air. And come August 1st, I thought, Jessica, you have to prepare your body to go 4,000 miles, 5 hours ahead of where you are currently. And that began to intimidate me. And I thought, oh gosh, okay, one, I've never, ever traveled alone, ever by myself. I'll be 42 years old at the end of this month, and 42 years young. At the end of this month. And I've never done that. I've always traveled with family or my kids or husband or friends. I've never jet-setted by myself. Well, my best friend lives in England. Shout out to Karen Richards. She lives in England. We met on my support group, and It's just crazy. Anyway, so it's not as if I just jump on a plane and go meet some stranger. Anyway, had a great time. So I flew to England September 8th, and the month prior, I bulked up on my yoga, bulked up on my meditating, started going to the chiropractor 3 times a week, making sure that I was eating correctly, hydrating correctly, because I knew that my body going up in the air, it was going to produce a lot of inflammation. Inflammation equals pain. Pain equals, and it changes a person. So I wanted to make sure that I gave myself self-love and self-care. So I really just focused on me for that whole month of August. So anyway, I took my trip. I went, had a great time. The first night I slept really, really well. It was amazing. And it wasn't like a jet lag sleep well. It was just like, oh, I'm sleepy, and I fell asleep. I had really no pain when I landed at all. And I was just, exhausted from the trip. But I stayed awake the rest of the day, and I fell asleep that night, normal time, woke up the next day feeling great. As that day went on, I began to decline, and my vagus nerve decided to go all wacko, crazy, and I had massive anxiety attacks, massive panic attacks. I was throwing up. I had diarrhea. I was very, very sick, and I scared my poor best friend to death. So, not literally, but you get my meaning. So, I was dealing with that vagus nerve pretty much the whole first part of the week, and we had so much planned to do, so many exciting things to do, and I was bound and determined, do not, Jessica, let this hold you down or get you back. And the good thing about the vagus nerve is it loves to attack you the first thing in the morning when the sun is supposed to be rising, and the first thing at dusk when the sun is setting. So you'll start to get those symptoms, and you'll start to recognize them. For me, I get like this warm sensation in my stomach, start to feel a little bit of anxiety and flutter in my body, and I can just feel restlessness, and I don't like it. I can also become nauseous. I can wake up nauseous. I can wake up with anxiety, wake up with panic, wake up with a cough. So wake up not being able to breathe very well. That's your vagus nerve talking to you, and you need to learn how to stimulate that. So anyway, I spent that whole first part of the week kind of not feeling very well, but still went out, had a great time. Second part of the week, I really got acclimated and acclimatized to the weather over there and had a great time. Came back, and the jet lag was worse when I came back than when I went over there. And I was there for 2 weeks. Y'all, I'm going to flip my camera and see if I can see. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you're commenting, y'all, I can't see any comments. So, anyway. All right. So, yeah, I had a great time, came back, got really, really sick for the first week that I was back. It took me 6 days to recoup from my trip. Ordinarily, a person with fibromyalgia or autoimmune takes days upon days upon days to feel better, to feel somewhat back to what we would consider our normal. So, but I was very shocked and proud of myself. It only took me 6 days. And it says in Wikipedia or whatever, and even my chiropractor said, it's usually 1 day of jet lag per 1 hour you go ahead in time. So, go forward in time. So 6 days wasn't bad. I was excited. So I came back, got really sick from jet lag, decided that, things still weren't going the way that I really wanted them to go, and I wasn't feeling the way that I really wanted to feel. So I began to focus more on yoga and meditating. And then I started thinking, you know what? My body is feeling somewhat like crazy enough. I've lost I've lost 47 pounds. That's 47 pounds, And I started out my journey at 187. Is that 47 pounds? 187 point whatevers. And I'm now 144.5. So whatever that equals to. That's what I've lost. And I could not be more proud of myself. And that's because I did it my way. I decided not to listen to these medical professionals telling me that I needed this medication and that medication and this medication. And then I decided, screw that. It's not working. Their way is not working. And I began in this past month, all of September and October, really focusing on getting me healthy to pass on the information to you because it's working. And I know that there's lots of channels out there for fibro and chronic pain that say it's working, it's working, it's working. If you've watched my videos, you can clearly see the differences even in my body shape, my body posture, my confidence level, my facial features, my eye, everything is just heightened. And it's because I've listened to me this time, not what everybody else wanted me to do. I listened to what I wanted to do. I wanted to feel better. I wanted my life back. I wanted to set even more of a better example for my children. I wanted to get back to work. I wanted to feel what life was supposed to feel like. Life isn't supposed to feel like pain and anguish. Life isn't supposed to feel like depression. Life isn't supposed to feel like isolation. It's not supposed to be loneliness. It's supposed to be freedom and no matter where you are, freedom and love and support and care and honesty. And I have learned in the past couple of months just to continue to listen to me, because I no longer have fibromyalgia pain. I don't. I have neck pain that I address. I have some back issues still, not much because I've been going to the chiropractor ritually. I'm sleeping. I am dealing with this vagus nerve neuropathy crap, and I'm learning more and more about it every day, and I'm researching every day, and I've joined support groups for that to learn more. I have asked a major affluent doctor here in Georgia to take me on as an employee, as a partner, basically. I want to work with him and help his chronic pain patients to feel better about themselves so that they can begin to address the rest of them. Where is their pain coming from? Where is the stress coming from? Where is this inflammation coming from? Not just healing the physical body, okay? Not just healing your vessel, okay? But healing your soul down deep inside and healing this. And when you do that, your body just falls into line, and I've just learned that. And you know what? A year and something ago, I would not have said to you, oh, you're going to call me a yogi one day. Ever would that be in my vocabulary. Not because there's something wrong with yogis, because there's not. Because now I call myself a yogi, and I'm happy for it. Because it's gotten me out of pain. It's made me happier. It's made me lighter. It's made me see things in a different way. I'm stretchier. I'm bendier. I'm more, I'm gaining muscle again. And although it doesn't look like it, I am. I'm gaining that. And and you can see I'm excited about it. And this excitement is not coming from some prescription bottle or some anxiety medication. This anxiety, this excitement is coming from pure self-love and not listening to mainstream media or medical professionals telling me that I can't get better. If you think that fibro can't be healed, you haven't watched all my videos to watch the progression. If you think that autoimmune can't be healed, why do you think that way? Because you've been told that? Because you know that for sure? Are you 100% sure? I know 100% that you can heal your body. And it's taken me over a year to get to this point. And let me just tell you something. I know my gut is healing because the amount of sugar I just got through eating this past weekend on our family vacation should have been enough to put me in a huge flare. No pain. No weight gain, no bloating, no exhaustion from the sugar. I know I shouldn't have had the sugar because sugar's not good for us. But I wanted to share a s'more with my 9-year-old niece, and that's what I did. And I had a great time doing it. And I made memories at the same time. And, you know, so yeah, I've been working on that. So I've also been getting back to my hiking. Went last weekend, not this weekend, but the past weekend, went hiking, went back to the homestead and just walked around and went to the falls. And this weekend, my whole family, my sister's family, my mom, we all took off to the Blue Ridge Mountains in Georgia and did a lot of walking there. I did a lot of reflecting there and just took in the moment. My vagus nerve decided to act up the second night I was there, just like it did in England. I was very, very sick that second night. I woke up vomiting and had anxiety and just did not feel well at all. So I decided that I needed to come on home a day early. So I should have been coming home today, but I came home last night. And it's okay because I look at it this way. The house is quiet. My family doesn't have to worry whether I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and vomit all over the place. So they've had a great night of sleep, and I've had a great night of sleep. And you know what? A year ago, I would have never thought this was possible, honestly. I really honestly would have told you that a year ago, I think I probably would have told you that I might not be here in a year's time. And now I'm here to say I'm gonna be here past 100 if I keep doing this, and I'm happy to do that because I'm learning that life is exciting, and it can be exciting. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of willpower, it takes a lot of education and research and dedication, commitment to loving yourself enough to get rid of the negativity that's in your life, to get rid of your stress. And I know you're probably thinking easier said than done. Look, I know it's not easy. I know it's not because I've done it. And it hurts. And it's a process that one must go through to be happier and less stressed. So I worked through those processes in the past couple of months. I've worked through those relationships that didn't work out. I've worked through those negative moments and asked myself, why was that negative and why are you stressed? Why do you have a heaviness on your shoulders right now? And I guess you could say that pain, chronic inflammation, chronic illness has taught me all of these things that I'm sharing with you now because I don't want to live that way. I want to run with my grandkids one day. I want to show the world that one person can change many by an act of kindness, by spreading the word, paying it forward, sharing energy, love, light, whatever you want to call it. But I can honestly tell you right now that whatever you're going through, I want you to stop and tell yourself that you're enough. Say, I am enough. whoever you are right now, whatever you're going through, whatever pain you're experiencing, whatever it may be, close your eyes and say, I am enough. Because you are. It doesn't matter what other people tell you. What matters is what you tell you. And you need to tell yourself every day that you are enough, that you have always been enough, that you will always be enough, that whatever life throws your way, you can handle. Give yourself permission to love yourself. Give yourself permission to go to the yoga mat or the yoga chair and love yourself. Give yourself permission to take time out of your day to meditate and breathe and remember who you are. You are not your chronic pain. You are not your illness. You are not what doctors tell you. You are so special and so much more than you will ever know. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. And that's why I'm live today, because if anything, know that someone in the world knows what you're going through, and that I've walked the path, and I continue to walk the path, and the path keeps getting better and better and better and better, and I could not be more proud of myself. And you need to be proud of yourself for where you're at in your life, no matter where you are, because you're here. You got to today. You are here. And you didn't get here by happen chance. You're here because you took the journey. And I want to do that with you. So that's what I've been doing in the past couple of months. I've also kind of adjusted a little bit of my regimen as far as my supplements. I still obviously take my bovine colostrum LD from Sovereign Laboratories twice a day. You can find that information at www.sovereignlaboratories.com. And let me see if I could spell that correctly. SOVEREIGN laboratories.com. And you can also go to www.sovereignhealthinitiative.org and learn more about it there. So I'm still doing my colostrum twice a day. I have really tried hard to get as much caffeine out of my system as possible. For about a month, I had caffeine completely out of my system. For about a month, I fasted. I did the intermittent fasting, so I was going anywhere from 16 to 18 hours without eating, and then eating a healthy meal, and then making sure that I'm taking my supplements, making sure that I'm keeping on top of all that. Give me 1 minute and I'll show you. Meant to pull these out before. Two main things that I've added in my regimen, which I absolutely 100% love, okay? Both of these are very safe to take. The first one is called Orchex. It's made by Standard Process. You can find that on Amazon.com. Orchex is bovine liver and spleen. So that is cow liver and spleen, and it's powdered and put into a capsule. You can take up to 4 of these a day. I take these at night. Now what this is great for is it does put iron in your system, as well as promotes relaxation and helps your adrenals to realize that, okay, you're all calm, everything's okay, you're not in fight or flight, and it just really helps if you have anxiety attacks. You can take one of these, 20 minutes later, you're just like, oh, thank God, okay, woo, relax, woo. So I love Orchex. It's safe to take with any medication, okay? And only Standard Process makes this, and Standard Process is a very, very well-known, great company. So they, not to do a pun, but they have great standards. So anyway, great company, love that. The next thing made by Standard Process, But it says at the top Medi Herb, but that's because they bought out standard, vice versa. I don't even remember. Anyway, if you look up Siberian Ginseng, okay, even though this is spelled, and I cannot pronounce it ever, but it's Siberian ginseng. So look up standard process Siberian ginseng and it'll pull up this root. This one is safe as well. This one is great for adrenal support for the day and night. And let me tell you why, because it's an adaptogen. It's a fantastic adaptogen herb. And one must get excited about adaptogen herbs because adaptogen means just that. It adapts to. So if you wake up in the morning and you've had your colostrum, yada, 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 30 minutes later, you're ready to start your take your other supplements. If you took Siberian ginseng, this is going to give you a little bit of a boost in energy and stabilize your mood, makes you a happier person, and it really supports those adrenals. That's why it increases the serotonin. It's just fabulous. It's great for brain fog because it is supporting your adrenals, and if your adrenals are fatigued, then you are going to experience brain fog. So my brain fog's getting better after starting this, and I'm very thankful for it. So then I take this anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day, and I usually have been just sticking with 2 times, afternoon and night, because at night when I take it, it adapts to the body saying, okay, melatonin needs to be processed, dopamine, all that good stuff, thiamine, all that needs to be processed for us to go to sleep. So then it adapts to the body and then it promotes sleep as well. So I take these at night along with my melatonin plus L-theanine. I take those at night, and it's great for the body, and it's natural, and you feel like, okay, I'm putting good stuff in that's going to help support me and heal me instead of just suppressing those symptoms with the prescription medications. So, those are just a couple of things that I've added into my regimen, and they are working, and I couldn't be more excited to share that with you. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, or share with me what you've been doing. What's been the most struggle for you? For me, the past couple of months has been brain fog and fatigue, and I've been working on that. And what I'm doing is working, and I just want to share that with you so that you can feel better as well. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll get notified if ever I do go live again or when I do put out new videos. And I promise I'm getting back to them. I have more and more and more ideas. So they'll be coming to you, I promise. And thank you again for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your comments and you sharing things about your life, because I know that's not always easy to share things about ourselves. But know that you have a fellow sister out there fighting a good fight with you and for you, and will continue to share these things with you. And YouTube, I'm thankful for YouTube to giving us this platform to be able to come on here and share with so many. And I just thank you for watching, and I thank you for commenting and sharing and subscribing and blah, 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 blah. I thank you. Head on over if you are looking for a support group. I run a support group on Facebook called In Spite of Fibromyalgia. That's IN space Spite, SPITE, of Fibromyalgia. And I also have a Facebook page, Changing the Face of Fibromyalgia, if you want to go on there. But you'll get tons of benefit in the support group. It's private, it's closed. There are some questions you need to answer in order to get approved, but head on over. We'd love to have you. And if you're already a part of the group, thank you for your support, and thank you for coming on here today and watching me go live. So thanks, guys. Y'all go out there and continue to have the good fight, and continue to tell yourself you're enough. Continue to listen to your gut and do what you want to do and be your own advocate. and know that there's people out there listening and people out there fighting with you and for you. So y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.